Hey guys, welcome back to the Hexath'locke. I'm Tortimer the Grey, your host. So today I did a bunch of grinding. As you can see here and on the left, our team has changed quite a bit. I thought we were only going to need to be like 11, level 10, 12, around the normal first gym levels. But when I looked at Cerebi, Roxanne's got level 15s and 16s. So we grinded up a little bit. Let's take a look at everybody real quick. So Zuko evolved into a combustion. Look at his stats there for a second. He's got Peck and Double Kick now. Toadette learned Mega Drain. Maybe some of these other ones. I can't really remember where we left her off with. Leo learned Water Gun. Thor learned Thunder Shock. Simon did end up evolving again. Absorb. Gust. Friday evolved. He learned Nature Power. But yeah, so we got a nice little team going here. We're pretty well. We've got these three guys that are pretty well set for Roxanne: Fighting, Grass, Water, and Simon's even got Absorb too if we need it. But Bug Flying's going to be kind of a disadvantage in the Rock Gym, so we're going to not use him if at all possible. But yeah, so I figured, since we're pretty well equipped for the gym, that we'd do some stuff around Restboro here. We've got some items that are hidden and things like that. We'll get this city completely out of the way before we hit the gym, and then we'll move on. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for continuing to watch this series. For those of you who have been with us since the very beginning, thank you. And for all of those who are new, welcome. Glad to have you. And I want to thank you also for all the likes and comments we've been getting. I'd like to, on this one, kind of set a goal of 10 likes. It's not a huge goal, but I think that it's something we can obtain. We get enough views on here that I think we can probably accomplish 10 likes. So that's the goal for this one, and then we'll move on from there. Just kind of seeing where it goes. Likes and comments and favorites and things like that are always very, very helpful to someone here on YouTube. Get their videos out for more people to see them. Obtained HMO1. Ooh, cut. Let's see. Can Friday learn this? Yes, he can. Alright. Good. Well, I'm not teaching it to Zuko, so it's good that Friday can learn it. Because right now, Friday doesn't really have a Nature Power. When I was grinding over in the grass, Nature Power becomes Stun Spore, so he still doesn't really have anything worth using at all. So we'll get rid of Harden. There we go. He's finally got an attacking move. Did I talk? Yeah, I talked to her, I think. Cutter's House. Alrighty. But yeah, so I think that's an accomplishable goal. And I like seeing that you guys appreciate it, just in general, beyond, the benefits that I get through YouTube, with them showing it to more people, the more people who like it, sort of deals. But, it's nice for me to be able to see that you guys are enjoying it. And I love reading the comments and everything, so I'm glad you guys have kept up with that and continue to do so. So yeah, we'll just make sure there's nothing worthwhile that we're missing here in town, and then we... Oh, no, Cedar. Got it. Oh, dude, I was trying to... Oh, yeah, we get the Quick Claw. Awesome. Alright. Let's put this on somebody. Let's give it to Leo. As a giant turtle, I'm sure he could use the speed. But yeah. So we're in episode 3. We're doing our first gym battle. I think that we hit it in episode 2 last season, but yeah, I think the beginning of this game is a little bit quicker. Don't think we can do anything in Devon just yet. Alright, and then we've got the Devon guy up here, so we're not going to do that yet. Well, we do have one more building. Let's see what's going on in here. Do you nickname your Pokemon? I have a cool name to mine. Well, laugh at me. You want to trade your Slackoth for my Makuhita? No. Maybe a good Pokemon, but I don't have a Slackoth. Nor would I probably trade a Slackoth for a Makuhita. I actually kind of like slacking. I've only trained one, but I enjoyed it while I did. and they're rarer than Margaritas anyway. So, all right. Well, I think that's about it for this town until we help the Devon guy out, which we may do at the end of this episode. But yeah, so we're gonna lead off with Zuko in here. Him being our starter, we'll let him started for this region. At least we'll let him shine, and then we'll in the gym battle we'll let all three guys try out if we can. And I guess we probably should be careful with Zuko in case these guys, well, they're not high enough to have magnitude yet, but if they were, we would be in trouble potentially. So, but yeah. You're too good for me. Yeah, well, that's true. All right, well, let's actually switch around. We'll just so everybody gets a shot in here. But yeah, I'm really liking, this is the first time I've legitimately tried out this variant, and for my comic I tried transferring into people just as a test a long time ago, and so I'd done that before, but I hadn't really gotten a chance to actually use them yet. So this has been cool. I'm liking having Leo and Thor around, and I think that certainly we will benefit from that as we continue to go along. We're in this gym where I thought she had 15 out of 16. Yeah, let's switch to Leo for this. He hasn't gotten to do anything in this gym yet. I guess she had 14 out of 15. Whatever. Using the potions. But yeah, so obviously we're better set up in this gym battle than we would have been otherwise without Leo. And I think later on, especially in one of the gyms that usually gives me trouble here in this region is the last one against, is it Wallace? I can't remember. I think it's Wallace. And he's got a Dragonair, which usually I have difficulty with in Nuzlocke's, or not a Dragonair, I'm sorry, Kingdra, Dragonair. So, there we go. First gym badge. What did she say? Since you're so strong, you should challenge other gym leaders. Or battle traders, you should learn many things. Yeah. So, yeah, the Kingdra is usually pretty difficult. Oh, here we go. Here's the demo stuff. Maybe I could have gone up there. So, we'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to run and save, or not save, heal. But, yeah, so we, we have some insurance against some of the later gyms. I think a good, strong electric type like Thor will help us out in the water gym for sure. And once Watson gives us Thunderbolt a little later in the game, Thor will be nigh unstoppable, I would imagine. So we'll look forward to that. Let us. You guys haven't seen Simon since he evolved, so we'll lead off with him. You're a fantastic trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods. Help me! I was robbed by Team Agra. They had my Devon goods. If I don't get them back, I'm in serious trouble. Yeah, well, you probably should have thought about that. Now, shouldn't you have? We are on a new route. Route 116. And we've got an encounter, so let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. And it's a Talo. Alright, well, that works. We will take a Talo then. Absorb's probably safe. Alright. And Pokeball. Alrighty, well there we go. I like Talos. Talos are cool. And capture Talo, yes. And it's a female. I'm gonna name this Talo. Serenity. Can't have too many Firefly references. Alright, so before we bother with this guy's goods, let's go heal. Or, well, I don't think we really need to heal, but let's go take a look here. Heal real quick. And we'll look at our new teammate. crap, I need to figure out a way to turn off these cheats. Disregard that. Okay. Guts. Good tech and speed. Peck. Alright, cool. Who's on our team currently? Let's actually switch out Friday for the time being. Put him down here, I guess, until I figure out how to turn off that cheat. Alright. Serenity got healed. Sweet. Let's put her up front since she needs the experience. And yeah. My Pokemon rule! Check them out! I do like. I'm actually a fan of most of the beginning root Pokemon in most generations. At least the birds. I don't know what did. Well, I guess Gen 2 had all the same stuff. We've got Zigzagoons, which aren't too bad. I don't mind them. Use another potion. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Bidoof, but he's got, I mean, design-wise, he's terrible. But he has his uses, I guess. I never really used a Patrat. By the time, there was so much released about Gen 5 when I first played that game that I had kind of already decided on my teams, like, before I even got the game. So I just kind of caught the Pokemon I needed. I didn't really bother training Pokemon like that a whole lot. Which honestly kind of ruined the game for me a little bit. I'm truthfully right now trying to limit my exposure to the X and Y reveals. I mean, right now they haven't given out so much. I mean, I think with the worldwide release, they're going to be able to keep a pretty tight hold on what actually goes out, which I think will be good. Personally, I kind of ruined Gen 5 in a little bit for myself because I knew literally everything about it before it came out. There was no wonder, there was no like, oh, look at these Pokemon. I had time to look at them and be like, man, I really hate most of these, and then I picked out the ones I wanted on my team and went through the whole game and only caught those. I mean, it's not a very fun way to do things, I guess. Change, but man, we'll just let Toadette finish this off. So I'm trying to, I mean, the little teasers they've been giving us is fine, but I don't want to, I'm not trying to do a whole lot. I figured out, like, who I want my starter to be and things like that, but we just put Friday back. Well, alright. What's going on? I was digging. Alright, the guy's in the tunnel. Yeah. It's something about something or another, you know. So I picked out my starter for my own non-Nuzlocke Gen 6 run for my first run. I'm going to be going with Chespin. Unless his evolutions end up being really, really terrible, I'm pretty excited to use him. I think he's got a lot of potential in his evolutions. I think he's just, you know, Fennekin, people are going crazy over Fennekin. I don't really get it. I mean, we've got so many other Fox Pokemon. We've got other Fire Fox Pokemon. I mean, it's just, I know people like the Fennec Foxes or something, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd heard of them before, but I wasn't like, oh my god, we need a... I mean, I guess I just didn't really care. And I seem to be in a minority on that. People are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over Fennekin. So, I mean, it's okay, but honestly, its design doesn't really thrill me. And I think between the three of the starters, its concept and design has the least room for, like, untapped potential. I don't know what they're going to do with the Fennekin evolutions, and I'm not saying they won't be cool, I'm just saying I think Froki and Chespin both have more potential in where their designs could go, and I'll get hate messages on that, but that's where I'm sitting, and it may end up awesome, and Chespin and Froki may end up really bad, but until I see those final evolutions, I feel like they've got more potential there, so we'll see. But yeah, I think I'll go with that on my first one. And I don't know why I'm talking about Gensig. We had a lot of reveals the last couple of weekends, or last couple of days, I guess. Not the last couple of weekends. This week. So that's been fun. Oh, Skitty. I was kind of hoping for a Skitty on this route. I did a test run on my cartridge. I went on vacation towards the end of Season 1, and I took my DS with me, and I had Ruby in the GBA slot, and so I did a test run of this game just because I hadn't played Gen 3 in a while, and just wanted to make sure I kind of knew what I was doing and stuff like that, so I didn't look like a complete idiot here. And so I did it, and I actually got a Skitty on that route, which was really awesome. I'd never trained one before, and it was actually pretty fun. It's not fantastic, but it was something new that I hadn't used, and it wasn't terrible. So this guy's given us a bunch of stuff to do. He gives us the Pokenav. All right, so here's our town map that we never bothered to get in Kanto. But yeah, okay, so here we go. We've got to remember, one thing we've got to remember to do. We absolutely have to remember to come back to Rustboro before we, or when we complete these 2 tasks. Because he will give us the experience share, which will be really useful. So, well, let's call it a day. That's what we're going to do. And we will continue on with our quest the next time. We got our first gym, and we foiled Team Magma's plots once more, and saved Pico from certain disasters. So, Mr. Brinios is a ship ride, and we will take that next time. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, this has been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys know what to do. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.